Hi everyone, I'm Stephen and welcome to Audio Nautica, and we're on board MS Noordam and we are travelling north on the east coast of New Zealand. It's blowing a gale, we've got high seas and it's midnight. So it's perhaps a bit of an unusual time to be making a full ship's tour video of the ship. But the itinerary is kind of like being turned upside down, just with these storms that have been hanging around. So I thought that I might try to give a go at making this video now while there's not too many people around the ship. So this is deck 10. I'm in the crow's nest, and there's obviously no one here right now. But this is a very, very popular sort of area. There is a coffee machine over at the bar. On some ships the coffee lounge is up here, but there's the coffee machine. But this ship, Noordam, actually has a separate coffee lounge that we'll see later on. So this is the crow's nest, deck 10. And then there's this groovy little room here that I really like. It's really quite cozy, the oak room. Very intimate sort of a venue. I guess you could use this for private functions and so on. It's even got like this groovy little pretend fireplace down here. Looks pretty good. And yeah, this is classic sort of Holland America decor. One of the things, you'll hear me say this a lot, that I love about Holland America is it is that classic cruise liner feel. So just walking out now into the forward elevator lobby. So here we are, forward lifts, and this is the top of the forward staircase. Just before I show you the staircase, I'm just going to show you a couple of other things while I'm up here. So again, we have this set of stairs here. That takes you up to deck 11, which is where the sun deck is. So on some ships they have kind of like cabana things. They don't have those on Noordam, or certainly not on this cruise anyway. So I'm going to walk down these stairs because one common theme on Holland America, which I really love, is the decor of the forward staircase. They have this consistent theme of maritime paintings in these staircases. So here we are. Yeah, these paintings painted by Stephen Card. So, painting of this ship, Noordam. And her predecessor, Noordam number 3, sadly, I believe that she was only just recently scrapped within the last couple of months or so. Noordam number 2. And you'll never guess what the next one is. Surprise, surprise, it's Noordam number 1. Just really feeling the ship sort of starting to lurch around. Sometimes she just takes a big shudder. Deck 4. More of these fantastic paintings. There's another one. Now, here we are on deck 1. So, the lift lobby, this is the lowest deck that one normally goes onto. Deck A, below deck Alpha, is where the medical centre is. So we'll just walk. Actually, what I might just do is we'll just show you main stage, or world stage as it's called, here on Noordam. Let's see if we can have a look in here. Here we are. So the shows for this evening are finished, obviously. So there's the stage. They have these big LED screens. There's one at the back and then the ones on the side. They sort of like they're on rollers and they roll out into position. So that's main stage. So this is the Midship's lobby now. Future Cruiser's desk there. Shore Excursions desk there. And then this is the bottom of the atrium. And I've just noticed up until like a day ago there was a great big Christmas diorama right here and it's gone. So anyway, here we are, the bottom of the atrium. There's guest services, open 24 hours a day. And here we are at the bottom of the aft staircase. So that's pretty much everything there is to see on deck 1. We head up to deck 2. Again, there's just gorgeous artwork and sculptures and things everywhere. It's just one of the things I really love about Holland America Line. So deck 2, so just on our right is where the galley is, takes up a big portion of this deck. And this is the entrance for the dining room, which takes up 2 levels. There's like a portrait studio in there. Now we're just coming into the Explorer's Lounge. It's always marked by this great big painting. They're usually kind of like nautical themes, but it's not a nautical theme on Noordam. And then just forward of the Explorer's Lounge, we have Lincoln Center Stage. So this is where the classical group does their performances, but sometimes they do performances kind of like as a soundtrack, so like a BBC documentary kind of thing, and they'll do that on world stage as like an accompaniment to some big screen movie. So that's Lincoln Center Stage. Again, these kind of things just everywhere, all over the ship. Just gorgeous. Here's the art gallery. They've already had a couple of auctions of art so far on this cruise. Some more coming up, obviously. Pinnacle Bar. There's the entrance to the Pinnacle Grill, which is kind of like their premium steakhouse grill. It's the atrium. Again, more of these gorgeous little touches of maritime stuff all over the place. An Empire style table, marble, late 19th century it says. Heading forward now. It's the Rolling Stone Lounge. Is kind of loud music. The band is finished, but that's just recorded music. But yeah, it's kind of like their rock themed venue. Very, very popular. Billboard on board. These themed music walks is very much a Holland America Line thing now. The dueling pianos. There's the casino. There kind of was a venue, I don't know what the venue is, but it used to be Northern Lights used to be in here. But it's closed. It was sort of like a music venue, but I'm just not sure what the deal is with that now. Anyway, it doesn't seem to be being used. It's not shown on the maps as anything in the ship max. There's just nothing showing there. So that is deck 2. So we're back on the forward staircase now, heading up to deck 3. You can absolutely hear the wind howling. Howling through those doors. Doesn't sound good. Fortunately, I recorded a promenade walk earlier. So this is kind of like an art studio for painting classes and so on are held there. Yeah, so this is the cafe, coffee shop. And I think this really works really well as a venue actually. It's got more space than other locations. There's a little bit of a library here as well. There's kind of like a few little libraries around the ship, which people seem to like. And so, yeah, so there's Explorations Cafe. Then over here we have a few venues which are mainly used for cards, but they're used for a few other things as well. So that's the Hudson Room, the Half Moon Room, and the Stuyvesant Room. And now we enter into the shops area. So Effie is kind of like the premium brand. And then this is your sort of like more general sort of souvenir shop, and they've got a few essentials and so on in there as well. Midships, elevators and staircase. Again, more of these amazing, I don't know what they are, they're not artworks, sculptures I guess. Mirabella is the luxury collection in the shops. You know, yeah, the really high-end sort of stuff. This sort of stuff. Sort of more lounges along here, Ocean Bar. More of these sort of like maritime artifacts. I love this kind of stuff. It's like a ship's chronometer there. Cool. You know, these kinds of things. It's about the closest you get to feeling like you're on a classic ocean liner, apart from arguably perhaps Cunard. So this is a photo shop. Gone are the days of plastering all the photos on the walls for people to buy. You order your photograph on these computers, so that's a really good initiative. Some more kind of cool kind of little things in these display cases. And I think that's pretty cool. So we're back down at the aft staircase now. And so this is the upper level for the dining room. This is usually for set seating times, whereas the lower deck is open seating. So that's deck 3. And yeah, that's the galley. We go up to deck 4 now. So I'm down aft. There's not really anything much to show on deck 4 except the access to the bow. And I took a shot of the bow earlier, and once I've shown you this cool little, isn't that great? I'd love to have one of those in my living room. So I'll just show you the footage I took of the bow now. So here we are on the bow and we are at Milford Sound. It is raining at the moment, but rain's a good thing in Milford Sound because that's where all of these beautiful waterfalls come from. Sort of see the rivulets coming down the side of the high ground. So hopefully we'll get some spectacular views today. It is raining, but I'm just going to have a bit of a wander around on the bow just so that you can see what it looks like. And there's the spare anchor. And here we are right at the front of the bow. And there is the ship's bell, Noordam 2006.
Is that the end of that story?
Right, so I hope you liked the bow. I'll just keep heading up the aft staircase. Get more groovy kind of maritime things to look at here. Deck 5. Is all cabins essentially. Deck 6 also is all cabins. Deck 7, the Neptune lounge is on deck 7, but I can't go in there because it's only if you have the highest class suites that you can go in there, and it wouldn't be open now anyway. So I'm not going to walk down to the front of the ship just to show you the door, but that's on deck 7. Deck 8, it's a navigation deck. The bridge is on this deck. Deck 9. So I'll just try being brave and see if we can go outside. So there's the crew are out here cleaning the deck at the moment, so I'm just going to go over to this side. It's the Sea View pool. It's one of the 2 pools, so this one is not undercover. Yeah, I really love it that on this ship they have a proper, I'm not sure what you call this, I'd probably call it a quarterdeck, but that's probably not correct. No, I noticed on some ships, like some of the princess ships, I didn't have this at all. Like, there's just cabins the whole way up, which I think is a real shame. This is one of my favourite spots. So that is the Ocean Bar, one of the outdoor bars. And this is the Lido area, which obviously is closed at the moment. Oh. Which way can I walk?
I'm gonna...
Oh, I can walk that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So yeah, this is the Lido area, kind of beverage stations there. But yeah, it's all been clean at the moment. It's, you know, past midnight now, so the setup is for breakfast in the morning. But, you know, the usual Lido arrangement. And what I didn't realise is that apparently, well, according to Holland America Line anyway, they are the inventors of the Lido concept. So there you go. That's very interesting. And then at night, this section kind of converts into Canaletto, which is like their specialised Italian specialty restaurant. So that would basically, that sits in this little area here, gets separated out, and it's very, very nice actually. The food's very nice, the food's very authentic. So yeah, it's nice. So that's the Lido buffet. Back to the midships. There's these like busts of the kings and queens of the Netherlands all throughout the centre lobby, the midships lobby, which is where we are now. So I'm just heading forward now into the Lido pool area. So there's the Lido bar. It's kind of rather dark at the moment because it's night time. Obviously most of the light comes through the skylight. The roof does open. Just going to come over here to show you the dive-in. It's set up for breakfast in the morning. They're using this area as a breakfast serving area. But yeah, this is a dive-in burger bar, which is very, very popular. And then there's a taco bar here. So that's the taco bar. And yeah, there's the Lido pool. And then just here, I'm not sure whether the camera will pick it up or not, but builder's plate is up here. Oh, there it is there. None of you guys can see that. Ping pong tables, always pretty popular. Just to the right here, there's sort of hydro pools are in there, and then here we've got the greenhouse spa and salon. And then the gym is also here, which I have absolutely no interest in whatsoever. But I'm just gonna, I didn't even know this was here until like a couple of days ago. But just so I can show you. Yeah, there we are. So there's the gym is in there. But I just had no idea there was so much here because I've never ventured down here. This is like the fifth time I've been on one of these class of ships, this Vista class. So, yeah, so there's a door goes outside, but we can't go out there. So that's deck 9, which kind of leaves us just some of deck 10 that I haven't shown you yet. Hopefully it's not going to be too windy, but I'll just try to sneak up there and see what I can show you. Okay, so I'm back at the midship staircase. I'm just going to go up to deck 10 now. And so this is Club Hull, which is younger kids' entertainment area. And then the loft is for older teens. They've done a bit of something a bit unusual in this class of ship. There's supposed to be a door there that takes you out onto the starboard side. The door's still there, but they've kind of like taken the corridor and turned it into part of the loft, so you can't actually get through that way. So we just have to kind of come through this door here. And now we're outside on deck 10, and actually the winds are not as bad as I thought that they would be. So I'm just walking aft now. Oops, I may have a problem here. I think they're hosing the deck down, so I'm just going to hopefully not get wet. Yeah, I should be okay. So the sports deck is up there. And yeah, so that's deck 10. That's back down to the Lido pool where we came from before. And then we can just sneak into this little staircase here. So this is the top of the aft staircase. So aft there's no lift that comes up to deck 10. The midship's lift goes up to deck 10. That's for the loft and club hull. And the forward lifts or elevators, they go up to deck 10 for the crow's nest. And then there's actually a separate lift just in that forward lift lobby that goes up to deck 11 for the sun deck. So there you are. I think that worked out okay. There weren't too many people around, so thank you so much for coming along with me on this tour of MS Noordam. I hope you liked it. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, and I really love reading your comments, and I look forward so much to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.